Friends, I have some thoughts to share. For those of us in our 40s approaching a certain age, we need to be thinking about long-term care. We need to be thinking about what will happen if something happens to us, if we are for some reason incapacitated, or that even if we're perfectly healthy and we think that we will grow to ripe old ages in healthy states, and hopefully we do, but we need to plan now for the possibility. Plan now for the possibility that we're gonna get older if we're lucky. If we're lucky, we're gonna get old and we're gonna need some care. I, for one, want to be 140 and I want to be doing a trail run in a 140-year-old shuffle and just suddenly keel over. But if that doesn't happen, and if something else happens, I want to know that I'm taken care of and that my kids won't have to fret or scramble for a solution. But I learned yesterday that in order to get long-term care insurance in the United States, you need to do that now. Like before you're 50 or in your early 50s, when you have no pre-existing conditions, when you've not had arthritis, when you've not had any kind of stroke. Basically, okay, this is a two-part rant. One, the healthcare system in the United States is just so beyond broken. And I know many of you already know this. A dear friend struggled through trying to save her child with cancer in a US system and a system in another country. And we shouldn't have to worry about that. Okay, that's a side rant. A side rant for another time. This time I'm saying to all of you, my friends, who have not reached the age of debilitation, let's plan for it now, because if we're lucky, it's gonna happen. We're gonna be old and we're gonna need somebody to take care of us. So where's all this coming from? My dad is 92, which is amazing. If you know my parents, you know how amazing they are. 92, last week he fell and broke his hip. That's devastating enough, but in the last couple years, maybe 3 years, 2-3 years, my mom has been having some memory issues. My dad has downplayed those memory issues and kept chalking it up to bad sleep apnea. She's just not getting sleep. And unfortunately, the doctors, for some reason, give her a 5-minute dementia test and say, oh no, you don't have dementia. And I didn't want her to have dementia. I don't want her to have dementia. She clearly has dementia. She can't be alone 24. She can't be alone at all. She can't be alone at all. And I knew it was a problem, but it became evident when I had to go spend all my time with them together, make sure my mom went to bed and took her medicine, and my dad was in the hospital. It became evident that she cannot live alone. She definitely has dementia. And now, thankfully I have a solution, because my delightful daughter has accepted a salaried position to live with my mom while taking a caregiver's course, because this is all new to all of us. But this isn't what should have to happen. Assisted living should not cost $15,000 a month. And my parents, they have done so much right in their lives. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them for this. Although there's a little bit of resentment that they didn't plan a little better. I've been taking care of their finances for a few years. I've been watching it happen. I've been strongly pushing the let's get somebody in to help you guys. And they say no because they're fiercely independent. Like I said, my dad was 92 and he was still golfing. I mean, I know why they didn't, but let's not do this to our kids. This isn't a woe is me video, and I didn't mean to cry. I want this to be a PSA. I want this to be a cautionary tale. Thankfully, my parents are financially fine for now, but this type of care will liquidate them in 2 years. 2 years. We were already looking at relocating and being expats in another country for other reasons, but my primary concern while researching other countries to move to has been healthcare. I am terrified that we're going to get something terrible and we're not going to be able to afford it. And that's just sad. Okay, moral of the story. Plan for a future. You guys, most of you who are my friends, we are in our late 40s. We still have more than half our lives ahead of us. Let's make sure that we figure out a solution just in case we need full-time care, so that it doesn't fall out of the sky one day and suddenly our family members are scrambling. That's all. I love you all. Thank you for listening. If you have a great insurance agent who offers long-term care, send me a message, because I'll be shopping around now and also looking at other countries. Goodbye. Be healthy.